Today's lesson is on Chapter 9, Lesson 3. We are subtracting mixed numbers with like denominators. So denominators that are the same. Okay? So our objective is to subtract mixed numbers with like denominators. Yesterday's lesson, we're subtracting a whole number from a mixed number. Okay? So let's look at the example in the book on page 190. It said Rolf spent 7 1/4 hours constructing a wooden planter for his grandmother. A planter, guys, is what you put plants in. Okay? So his sister spent 1 3/4 hours painting it, making it nice and pretty. How many more hours did it take to construct a planter than to paint it? So this is what Rolf did. Rolf, I don't like this stylus. Okay. This is what Rolf did, and this is what his sister did. And she painted it, whereas he actually made it. He constructed it. Okay? All right, so basically it's a subtraction problem because of the key words how many more. So we're taking 7 1/4, and we're going to subtract 1 3/4. So like yesterday, we have, instead of one whole number and one mixed number, we have two mixed numbers, and they both have the same denominator, so it makes it a lot easier for us. But look at the fractions. If we look at 1/4 and we look at 3/4, which is bigger? 3/4, correct. But that's on bottom. So if we have 1/4 and we're taking away 3/4 from it, is that possible? No, you don't have enough, right? So same thing as yesterday, we need to borrow from the whole number, okay? So instead of 7, 7 now becomes a 6, and you're going to add a whole to it. Now, one whole in terms of fourth is what? Think of yesterday's lesson. 4/4. But there's already a 1/4 there. So we can't forget about that 1/4. So it's now 4/4 plus the 1/4 that was already there, okay? So then now my new fraction is 6 and what? 5/4. Very good. Yes, it is an improper fraction, but that's okay because we need the fraction to be bigger than 3/4 in order to help us find the answer to this problem. So now we can subtract 1 3/4. So when I do that, now do I have enough to do this? Yes. So I'm going to take 5/4, subtract that from 3/4, and you get 2/4. And you take 6 minus 1, and you get 5. Now, is this fraction in simplest form? No. 2/4 is equivalent to? So it took Rolf 5.5 more hours to construct the planter than it did to paint it. Okay, so problem number 1 at the top of the page on 191, we have 8 3/8 minus 2 5/8. Now, I like writing my problems vertically because that's how I like to see my problems, but I know that some people prefer to do it horizontally, so it's up to you. Write it the way that you work with it best, okay? So now, can you do 3/8 minus 5/8? No, so we're going to change the 8 into a 7, and you're going to add on how much to 3/8? 8/8, right? So you have 8/8 plus 3/8, and that will equal 7 11/8, right? Then you bring along the 2 5/8, okay? And you subtract. So 11/8 minus 5/8 is Nope. 11 minus 5 is?
6.
Thank you. And 7 minus 2 is? 5. Is this in simplest form? No. 6 and 8 are both divisible by? 2. So if I divide 2 on each side, I get?
5 and 3/4.
Very good. So my answer is 5 and 3/4. Okay, so we have the problem here, 10 and 1/9 minus 9 and 4/9. If I have 1/9, so think of it like this. If I were going to visually show this, right? I have a pizza here, and it's split up into 9 pieces. Okay, and I only have 1 piece left over. I was very hungry, and I ate 8 pizzas. And there's 1 piece left over, right? And then I wanted to take away 4 of those pieces, but I only have what? 1 piece, right? So how can I take away 4 slices if I only have 1? But next to it I have how many pizzas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole pizzas, all filled and ready to be eaten, okay? So what am I going to do with one of these whole pizzas? Yes, Ishika.
You're going to take one of those whole pizzas and then add them, and then take 4 of them and then add it into the first one that you had, like 4 slices.
So I'm going to take one of the pizzas, which is a whole, and what am I going to do to that pizza?
Split it up so it comes.
Right. I'm going to split it up into 9 slices, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I have a whole pizza that's now split up into 9 slices that I can give to this pizza, right? So now I can take these 2, okay, and combine it together, and I get what? 9 and I have 9 whole pizzas and 1/9 plus 9/9, which is 10/9. So now I have 10 slices of pizza that I can use, okay? So this whole thing is filled, but it was split up into 9 slices. Now I have 10 slices, okay? So now I'm going to take away 9 and 4/9. So all these 9 pizzas are gone. Okay, we had some very hungry people. And then you also need to take away how many more slices? 4 more from this 4 right here, right? So I can take away this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many slices do I have left then? 6 slices. 6 out of 9, or if I simplify this, what would it be? 2/3 of the pizza, right? Out of my 10 and 1/9 pizzas that I had. Okay, so number 3, we have 58 and 9/20 minus 19 and 9/20. How convenient, right? So we have 9/20 minus 9/20. Do I have enough to take away what I need? Yes, I do. So I have 0/20. But is there such a fraction as 0/20? No. So do we write it as 0/20? No, we don't.
Just take it out.
You do not write the fraction, okay? So all you really need to do here is just the whole numbers. So 58 minus 19, right? 8 you can't subtract from 9, so you borrow. This becomes 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3. So my answer is actually 39.